Hello, sir. How are you?
Very good.
Good, good.
What's your name, Nigel?
Yeah, I'm Nigel. Yeah, and you?
Nice. My name is Deyan.
Say that again.
Deyan Drumov.
Okay, okay, cool. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Whereabouts are you in the world?
Well, I live in Greece at the moment. I'm from Bulgaria. I
Bulgaria.
work for a company. No, in Greece.
Yeah, but you're
Uh,
from Bulgaria. You said.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
originally born in Bulgaria, but I've lived for most of my life in Greece.
Okay, cool. Weather's nice out there as well. I bet.
It is nice. It's hot, very hot in the
Yeah.
morning. It's it's not very pleasurable, in summertime. But everybody has its own taste.
Cool, good. Okay, cool. So, tell me about you. How old you are, and
Well, I'm 30 years old.
yeah.
Um, I train BJJ, MMA, and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. Over in Greece.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm really ambitious, about things. I like PCs and bothering with them and stuff like that. I work for a company, like my job is like to speak with people and all the time, and I have a background about sellings and stuff like that, so that helped me a lot inside
Mm.
TRW as well, and with
Okay,
what
cool.
you guys learned to us.
Cool. So when did you start TRW and what was you doing
TRW, I
and what
started in December.
and what was you doing before the TRW as well? So there's two questions there.
Say again.
So there's two questions, and the first question is obviously because you're 30 years old. Um, when did you said you started in December, but what was you doing before TRW?
Before TRW, I was working my normal job like it should be. I had a private Discord selling stuff over there as well. That had to do with the gaming industry and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, and my hobbies is I'm training, I'm fighting from time to time.
Okay, cool. So you're actually a professional fighter as well.
Not a professional fighter, but I have a few amateur fights and professional fight in a BJJ.
Okay, cool. So what made you join the TRW?
Well, at the point where I was always watching Andrew and stuff like that, but there was like he had a few issues back then, and I was joining the his stream all the time, and I was
Mm,
watching, and he kept saying about it, then don't get locked out, stuff like that. So I was like, well, there's something over there, let's give it a try. I'm a person, like, when you tell me that something has a potential, I
yeah.
need to see it for myself. So I
Yeah.
joined, and I did a little bit of research before. There was like mixed comments about TRW, but once I got inside, I knew that it's not some kind of a bullshit out there.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you get into when you first joined TRW? What was your main go-to? Because they had many different courses on there. So was there one course on there that you resonated to, or did you join
Well,
most?
firstly, I joined the e-commerce because I had a little bit of a, let's say, of a small experience selling
Yeah,
stuff on internet. But I realized it was like, I didn't like it so much. It was s- some kind of a boring to me, so I was searching for something else. I joined the crypto after that, but it was like, you needed to, every campus you need to put your time in, but
100%.
that was too much, and you needed to like do stuff inside there a lot. So I went to the AI automation campus,
Mm,
and I joined also this content creation campus, which they're both the same. I think they're like together.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do like to create content as well. I was a part-time streamer at some point, so
Okay. Okay. Okay.
yeah. And then sorry to interrupt you, but
No,
the AI automation campus seemed like my spot because I like AI. I like stuff. I like to build stuff, and
yeah.
you know.
How does that coincide with the work that you? Because you said you work for someone at the moment. So how does that coincide with your work that you're doing at the moment, or is it totally different?
Well, my work helps me that I can speak to strangers a lot, and I can like make them sell stuff to me
Yeah.
a lot, which benefits my company. So, with what I learned inside the AI automation campus, I went with Bolt.new and I started building different websites, which would then eventually help businesses. And then I went to those businesses, and it went good because
Awesome.
they had issues. I provided the solutions, so it started snowballing from there.
Oh, awesome. So when did you start seeing like results from like you
From
joining? Yeah, how long was it before you started seeing results from joining the real world?
initially when I joined inside, I didn't have high hopes. You're gonna make money right off the bat or something.
Mm,
So I had low expectations, but all of these campuses over there and all these courses and stuff, I started seeing a lot of potential. They some kind of unlock your thinking
yeah.
of how you see the world around you and how you can make money online. So that was the first thing that benefited me
Hmm.
from the first half. Like money, this is just it's like extra for me. You understand?
Yeah.
It's the main goal, but the thing is that you get a lot of stuff from inside TRW, and it changes you on a personal level as well.
Mm. Okay. Okay, cool. So then also,
I started seeing results when I really went into it.
mm,
Um, before I was just trying to build couple of things here there with the AI and this and that. I didn't try to actually sell something.
yeah.
So it just came out around July, I think,
Mm.
or June, I think. Not July.
Okay. So then, your results that you saw, was that monetary or was that just you being you developing your skills?
Both actually, both.
Okay. So how much money did you start making? What was how? When did you when did you first make like your first, let's say, dollar or whatever?
Well, to be honest, the first time I tried to sell a service from TRW,
Mm.
built through lessons from TRW, I made like around 5K.
Oh
And
wow.
then nah, and then it started snowballing. I sold two more of them, which means we went to around 15,
Wow.
and then another two from something else that I don't really remember at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, and was that within the first month or the first 2 months or how long
No,
did
it
it?
was just being regular inside, not giving it too much of attention at
Mm,
first, but afterwards being a little bit more consistent and
mm,
playing along with bolt.new and all the automations that they give us to do. um, it started clicking. I was trying to get my niche down at
yeah.
first, which for me was coffee shops. So yeah.
And sorry, how long roughly was that taking? So you joined the real world in like what you said, December,
December, yeah, I
and
think.
then you started making money when what?
June.
Okay, cool. So it took you a little bit of time on that. Okay, cool. So then how's that changed you? You said it changed you. How has it changed you as a person?
As a person, I'm a lot more consistent in my real world life. I've taken a lot of stuff like discipline. I already have discipline
Yeah, you have
through.
to be a fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that it made it better.
Mm.
Um, Getting inside the community, you need to always GM, always get into calls, always extract info from what our captains and coaches, let's say, give to us.
Uh-huh.
Um, the community all around, it's a big community, and when you have big communities, usually there's toxicity. Here there's zero. Like, this is one of the top features that this thing has over here: zero toxicity. And when there's zero toxicity, you can do a lot because
Yeah.
people are, like, cooperative.
Yeah, yeah, they're helpful. They're very, very helpful, and they want to see you grow, and they want to see you kind of develop. So I always say that any question that you ask or anybody asks, it's not a silly question, because at the end of the day, it's something that you don't know that you want to find out, and there's always an answer within the team of the real world. So, how many hours did you put into your? Because obviously you've got a job,
Yeah.
and
I
then
was
obviously
building I
you
was
got
building
training.
mostly in the weekends.
You was only doing the weekends. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. Because I was going to say you got a job and then you got training and everything else and blah blah. So it's you finding the time to actually
No,
to
you're
actually
gonna find time if you actually want to do something. You're gonna find
correct.
time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. So, what was the hardest part about the whole journey so far? Like you joining.
To be honest, because I was selling things before to people who didn't even see my face online before,
Mm,
prior TRW, it was not really hard for me to, like. The most hard part, I would say, was bringing down my niche, what I want to do, for who I want to do what. Because this is the most important thing you have to figure out the first days you come inside TRW. Like, when you go to your campus, like I say, pick one campus, don't fool around in other ones,
hmm.
and see if it's for you. If in 10 days it's like boring at you, or boring, like, it's not the right word, because sometimes you have to do boring things in order to get money. The thing
Yeah.
is
If it
that
doesn't, I always
it
say,
yeah
if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't, if you're not kind of, because every single campus has it serves a purpose. So if it doesn't resonate with what your kind of
yeah,
dream,
kind of your personality or stuff like that.
then you can just jump to another one. Okay, what would you say your biggest turning point was throughout the whole journey?
uh,
When did you actually, you said you started seeing results, but was that through like you putting a little bit more time into it, or what was that?
I tried automations and stuff like that with agents and stuff. But the thing is, when I started working around with bolt.new, which there's a whole new section for it in order for you to know what it does and how it works. And me having previous, like, experience in coffee shops, I know they're, like, you know their issues, let's say.
Mm,
So I was trying to, like, get solutions to those issues,
right.
which ultimately got my stuff going on.
Yeah.
My turning point was when I found about bolt.new, because I didn't, prior to TRW, I only knew Chat GPT and stuff like that. I didn't know anything else.
Yeah. So then, how do you develop your new clients? How do you approach your new clients? Because obviously your niche, let's say, was like coffee shops. So have you had any other clients outside of coffee shops, or is it just the ones within that industry?
Basically coffee shops, but there are restaurants as well who have the same issue.
Yeah.
Like, there are platforms here like delivery platforms which take a pretty significant chunk off you when you get a order through them,
Mm,
and that's how people usually put their shops inside these platforms, and they get like visibility online.
mm,
So my solution was create their own platform so they can collect their own money in their pocket without getting any cut-offs from somebody else.
mm. Okay. And then that's how you developed your newer clients as well. That's
Yeah,
how
I
I
I tried.
recognize.
No, I tried, these outreach, the automated outreach and stuff like that. But for these kind of things, I was going like more into the in person. Understand? So in person is a different level. You can explain them a little bit more, stuff like that, instead of them replying to an email, which it could not happen. And
Yeah,
if you get it the first time, then they will obviously tell their friends which
yeah,
have shops all around Greece.
yeah. And that's in turn kind of increased their numbers of their audience. It's increased their audience and increased their numbers.
They're increasing their money because nobody's taking a cut of them,
Yeah,
and they have an online site e-commerce with all the features that these platforms are offering to them, but taking a cut from them.
yeah,
So we don't get any cut of it. It's one time payment, and then whatever you want to change within, I'm gonna change it for a monthly fee, but that's it. Not
yeah,
a percentage in all your annual like income, which is a lot.
yeah, yeah. So do you have like a now, because obviously you said you went from 5K to 15K. So you now have a steady.
Not really at the moment, but I'm working with three more deals, which will be another 15, so that's fine with me at the moment.
Yeah,
But I'm planning like to make a you know um, a small monthly fee, let's say, for people, for all of them, that they would use if they want to change something, add something, or general maintenance of their site and stuff like that. And you can understand that if you have a lot of them, which there are a lot of them,
yeah.
it's kind of hefty at the end of the day. But
No.
it needs to be built slowly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you set them kind of certain principles and certain kind of guidelines that they need to work with, and then they stick with that.
Yeah, basically, I make them a site which then they can use to track down their orders. People can order through,
Mm,
get online payments, which they didn't had before. They
mm,
had only in those platforms. Their own printing logic, their admin dashboards, and everything. With basically whatever the other platform was already offering. The
yeah,
thing is that this is gonna be theirs, and they're not gonna be like charged 12% on each order at the end of the day.
yeah, 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 yeah. So that's good for them. It's very, very good for them. Obviously, more income for them. So you've heard of the TRW 2.0?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
we all await, I think.
Okay. Is there any features that you're most looking forward to with regards to that?
Um, I was like skeptical because they said that maybe we're gonna get something like a degree, like the real, universities.
Yeah, yeah,
And then this token that they're talking about, that maybe it could blow off, or who knows. But it's not bad to like invest in stuff. So
cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, do you have any, like you said that you're working on a couple of more clients. So, what are your kind of, let's say in the next 6 months, what do you plan on doing for yourself and doing for these other businesses?
well, I'm just gonna keep striving working with them. you know. Different people want different stuff in their websites, different features and all. And why not starting selling them some AI agents as well? You know, maybe some of them cannot pick up the phone the whole time, so this doesn't sleep, it doesn't call sick, so it's gonna be a lot better for them, I think.
Good stuff.
But you know, people in this kind of shops, they want this human interaction the most times. You know,
Yeah.
somebody to say hello and stuff like that. But not something that AI cannot do any in like 2 or 3 months from now. So
Yeah. So, what would you? I mean, how's the? There's two questions in this. How's the TRW helped you, and what would you say to someone that is not in a TRW, and how would you make them kind of join?
I would basically tell them that, you know, since joining in TRW, uh, your mindset is going to change a lot. First of all, this
Mm,
is you know, how you see the money making process now to after joining TRW is going to completely change 360 around you. And if you're not in TRW, you should join as fast as you can, because I don't know how much time people got left, you know, and how much expensive it's gonna be, it's gonna become in the future. And even if everybody's gonna get access to, you know, because who knows what the Tate brothers are gonna say next, you know. They're like kind of, you know, kind of crazy, which I like. But you know, you have to get inside. There's a lot of value in this, and your life is gonna change a lot, I
and
think.
well, this is the thing. I think it's we're trying to add value to people's lives, and it depends on the person within themselves whether they want to add value to their lives and be
For
able to
sure.
live free and do what they want to do, and potentially work from a laptop, which is ideally you could be anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
Might want to travel, but taking 2 hours out of your time to do a little bit of business on your laptop is what you know we want people to be able to do. And it's the freedom. It's actually the freedom away from having to potentially work your 9 to 5 job or your 10 to 2 job or whatever, you know whatever it is. But having the freedom and having your own, like, working for yourself just
yeah, for sure.
gives you just that different feeling. Yes, you put a little bit more time into it, but you get a lot more out of it than the time that you actually put in. So yeah, that's what I would say. Sorry, and I didn't get, like, what you said about the next couple of months, what you plan on.
Well, I plan on growing so substantially that I can quit my matrix job and work for myself. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
basically that. I don't care if it's gonna be more than that 9 to 5 job, but all the profit is gonna be. I mean, that slavery mindset is gonna, you know,
it's going to change.
no, it's gone already. But the thing is, I'm not at the point that I can, like, you know, rely only on my stuff, because you know, people when they are not that young anymore, they have a lot of responsibilities, like bills, this, that, you know.
Yeah,
And you need to kind of grow, and then you can quit your 9 to 5 job,
yeah,
which my 9 to 5 job is not, it's not really that bad, you know.
yeah,
When you get a lot of performance, you get a performance bonus, just like here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I mean,
uh,
yeah, I mean, some people in jobs. I know some people that in the TRW and they still have their main jobs, but they work this on the side just to earn that little bit extra money. So you know, it's not all bad. Um, but it helps. It helps with just that little bit of extra income.
for sure.
Because everything everything nowadays is getting more and more expensive.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so yeah, it's all like that. Okay, cool. Well, it was fantastic speaking to you, and I wish you all the best. And the next time I speak to you, um,
Well,
hopefully,
thank you, Nigel.
hopefully you would have quit. You'll be earning,
Yeah, I'm gonna be like more
money. Yeah,
self-dependent, you know.
yeah, 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 and quit your job, and Greece is a beautiful place. You can still stay in Greece, or you can move all about, or everywhere.
Greece is a beautiful place if you
It's
make a lot
beautiful.
of money, my friend.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. So yeah, so next time I speak to you, hopefully, you know, you've kind of moved up that a little bit more, and yeah, you're just achieving the goals that you want to do. And obviously, with your fighting career, do you plan on taking it professional?
I don't think so. I'm doing it, mostly for fitness level, emotional level, and
Yeah,
what I wanna call, on a psychology level, because
yeah,
this works very good on my psychology. When I get off a hard day or something, and I go, I spar someone, or we, like, you know, then you go home and you are like, you
you're
don't care
super.
about many things,
Yeah, you don't care about anything. I always say this as well. I always say this as well. Training, uh, with regards, and this is what I kind of preach is the training, that element of training, whatever it is, whatever it just helps your mind so much.
But I live for these things,
Yeah,
I will go to competition, that's for sure. uh you might see it as well, who knows, who
yeah.
knows.
Hopefully, hopefully.
I live
Okay.
for these things, I like
Yeah,
people cheering, me in the cage, stuff like that, I like it.
yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Well, like I say, I wish you all the best. And yeah, well, when we speak again, we'll see where you've come from. We'll see where you've moved up to from where you are now. So yeah, I wish you all the best. And very nice speaking to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
And
you very
yeah,
much as well.
no problem. And have a fantastic day.
You too, Nigel. You
No
too.
worries. Thank you.